The only thing for sure in this industry is constant change. And keeping up with that change is kind of interesting. So recently I had a chance to interview three pretty sharp shop owners on the topic of what is the shift in customer communications preferences recently. So I'd like you to take a listen to them and think about how you're communicating with your customers in your shop.
Depends on the situation of what we are calling or texting about. As far as like appointment reminders, AutoVitals does a great job with the text messages and email reminders. I would say the text message is the most valuable that we end up using as far as that type of stuff goes, between the response back that we get from customers with a yes approval of that scheduled appointment. So that's been great for us to have that end of it. As far as like if you were talking to somebody about an inspection sheet in their vehicle and everything, texting it over is probably the best way, because then it's really quick and efficient. We do still call and talk to several customers about what's going on with their vehicle and adding that kind of personal touch beyond maybe a text message. But the texting is probably the most valuable for us.
Honestly, as of late, most of our customers have been thrilled with the text messaging. We do have some email follow-ups occasionally, but those we've noticed don't really seem to work. Customers make comments that they don't always have access to their email, but we've actually ourselves have just transferred over recently, and we're starting to really be more dependent on text messaging than we are on really any other form of communication. We can't get a hold of customers via the phone. They're not able to answer it. Give them a quick text message, they reply back. There's even just a follow-up, whether it is going to be, hey, we're just checking up on you, is everything okay? They seem to be much more responsive to a text message than anything else that we found so far.
It's very important to have a policy or a procedure and on how to answer the phone correctly, how not to answer the phone. We have learned a lot in the last 3 years on how to answer, how not to give prices over the phone. It's just basically making sure that we have the customer's best interest at heart on the phone calls. Added to that, we also have an incredible way, thanks to AutoVitals, to communicate with our customer via text. So when I say that, there's a lot of time my customer's in, his car or her car is here. We have the phone number, the email, and the everything that we need from that customer. But through AutoVitals and texting, we can also contact our brand new customer, our shopper, our customer who is basically checking us out and seeing what we do better. And we're able to communicate with that customer via an interview sheet that is on our website. It's basically a hyperlink. So that hyperlink is sent to our customers via text, and they're able to see, number one, that there's a difference process with our company.
It's the hands-on part of it that we simply can't do as well by describing. The inspection sheets as we used to talk to customers over the phone about what's going on with their vehicle. Now by being able to text it to them so they can actually see what's going on with the inspections is a game changer as far as that goes, because they can actually see and hear and feel and look at pictures with different notes and arrows and edits and everything that we're doing, that AutoVitals has provided to us. It has been probably the best feature of being able to text a customer over an inspection sheet. As far as the response time, it seems like people are attached at the hip with their phones. Whether that's a good thing or not, can be argued one way or another probably, but nonetheless, the response time is so much quicker through text messaging. Interestingly enough, I was kind of joking with one of our employees at one point, and she was working up at the service counter, and we have a Hangouts messaging deal that we go through and send internal like office type messages to each other through. And I sent her a message on Hangouts, and she didn't notice it and didn't notice it. And I was kind of joking, and I was like, "Hello, how's the messaging system working?" 5-6 times or so. And then when I sent her a text message from my cell phone over to her, and literally it was like ding, and looked right over to it, and it was like, oh my gosh, like I got a text. oh, it's Adam. Weird. So it was funny that the response time was so much quicker on a text message, and I think on our customer's end of it, we simply just have to expect the same thing.
Actually, we just recently, I'd say probably in the last maybe 2 months, a month and a half, 2 months, really started to transition over to one, full electronic scheduling, and two, basing a lot more on text messaging, getting the word out that you can text message us through 2 different phone lines. Our main business phone line accepts text messages as well as our auto vitals. That has actually jumped up exponentially. So as far as being able to text, the reply and the communications, what we get from the customer with texting has been, I would say, a great return on investment. The email, it's just kind of stagnant. It's not really growing, but I would say the texting is where it really makes a difference.
I feel that my customer is better served or opens up the text message more often. Number one, you have to have a smartphone. And some of our customers, believe it or not, our older customers may still have flip phones. So the email is very important. Some of my customers have no email. So for the most part, email is a good secondary way of communicating.
And so I mean, that's on the inspection and the work order while it's in the shop. Do you expect the same type of quick, response from the customer when they get their reminder message? Because this is all about, how do we want to deliver that reminder message to him?
Yeah, I think we do get the same level of response back on it. So, like our reminders, I believe they go out right around noon Central Time here, and we'll start seeing, like, we get the email notifications that somebody texted us, and we'll see through the confirmation or the conversation center that they sent a text message as well. But if you look at the timestamps of it, it's within 5 minutes that people are replying back, yes, I'm good for my appointment for tomorrow and everything. So it's very quick response time with that. So I do think it's been effective.
As of late, we probably find about a 50-50 split, I'd say. Things are starting to lean a little bit more towards the click and click and text or click and type. People, again, they're it kind of harkens back to the text messages. A lot of people would rather not have that interaction, and at their convenience, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, whatever when they have their downtime, they're looking through something, click a button, make the appointment.
Because before you do anything, you have to set up the relationships, and it's tough to set up a relationship via text. So once you establish a relationship, it's real easy to maintain that relationship via text.
So I'd like to really thank Adam, Sergio, and Ken for their wisdom in sharing what's going on with them. And again, AutoVital's sole existence basically is to provide a complete shop success solution for the shops that decide to go ahead and partner up with us. And what we'd really like to do is make sure that our passion for delivering that is fueled by getting feedback from some shop operators every chance we get. So once again, I'd like to thank you. And if you aren't using all the tools we have, or if you're not using AutoVital as a solution, I would really encourage you to check out autovitals.com and actually, ask some pointed questions and find out why we're the only complete provider of a total shop success solution.